So just to start off this video, this is sort of a disclaimer for the people watching this. For this video, I am going to try to do absolutely no cuts. So it might not be all that interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet. I haven't gotten any ideas, so I'm going to try to come up with ideas on my own. I've brainstormed to start with, so we're going to see how this goes. So I guess let's get right in. So I was sort of thinking, like, I guess we could maybe start with like a trapdoor sort of thing made out of pistons. So like some sort of wooden floor, like a 3x3-ish, that'll open up in the middle and will be activated by a button. So that button can go right there. We'll have that taken out. That'll be brought right there. Or actually right there. Alrighty, so I guess to start, this should be pretty easy. So we gotta get the wood plank down to there first. So we need a piston that allows that to do that. Come on. Sorry. There we go. So now that piston, when fired, we'll push that up there, and when unfired, we'll bring it down. And then the mechanism for pulling it back, piston needs to be right here so that when fully retracted, it's right here, which is in the up position. So we can do this, and then just like that. There we go. So now, oops, does that not work? I could have sworn that worked. And then, alrighty, so there's sort of the mechanism that makes it work. So we're gonna want it to be, this contraption to be always on, or on by default, you could say. So okay, that doesn't work. Does that work? Alright, so that activates that, and then when that gets activated, okay, there we go. When that gets activated, shucks. Okay, hold on. Jeez, I'm all over the place today. Alright, there we go, so that, alright, I built this backwards. Torch needs to be on this side. Alright, so now, which means I don't really need this. There we go. That just made it 10 times smaller. Not literally, but figuratively. Alright, so how these sorts of things work is, so we're going to want this to fire. This won't be able to fire until, so this, okay, this, I'm all over the place. There we go. Alright, so see, so that thing's not firing right now because it's not adjacent to it, but as soon as these things push those two blocks, that will fire because that's there. So that needs no delay. So now you can have, I guess, 4-ish pulse delay. Oops. There we go. And then just have the redstone snake like that. So there you go. That might actually be it. Yep. So there's our trapdoor. Oops. Okay, we need to have it go down a few more blocks so that we don't get crushed by the pistons. And then there we go. Flush with the floor. Trapdoor. So I guess we can move on to our next thing now. Do you want to do anything with this? I don't know what we could do with that. So for this thing, I think this is still all connected. Basically, what happened? Okay. Well, this broke. Oh. That was gone. Okay. So that was just supposed to make a ring light, and all of them do that. This top one flashes, stuff like that. I just made this in a few minutes. So, yep. Not a few minutes, like 20 minutes, something like that. It was still not all that long. I guess I'm just at this point going back through some of the things that I've done. Yeah, it's not a very full redstone testing world. So this is sort of like a generator. This has a generator for the lights. So this turns on, sort of like this is a manual switch that turns on if the generator is off, and then you can turn this off, and then once that turns off, the generator turns on. So basically, if the, I guess, power, you could say, went out, the generator would then refuel that again. Clock from my first video. Here I was starting on a metronome. It didn't work very well. So that, just like that, and then you can turn it off. And then go over here. This breaks a lot. Yep, see, so it flashes twice, and that was a problem that I was having. I wasn't getting it consistent. This one almost never worked, but might as well try it. Oh, and surprisingly, this one is working the best. So, yeah, that's the metronome. Never really finished it, but here is a flush of the wall door. So you just open it, the stairway down. It's very ugly. Press the button, you can get back out. You know what? Why not? I can go over sort of basic redstone things. What was this? Oh, this was just a redstone clock. So, most redstone clocks that have, so you can create a redstone clock like this. I think this is how it works. No, that obviously is not how it works. I have no idea how that works. Strange. Okay, but there's a specific type of redstone clock that has to do with torches somewhat like that. You can tell me down in the comments. But this one uses redstone torches going up in a pattern like that, but the redstone torches don't burn out. This is a T flip-flop, so basically you can press one button, and it changes it and keeps it like that. Press the other one. But you notice if you press it, it won't change. If you press the same button, it won't change. So basically how this works is, so when this is powered, it turns the, actually here, I'll turn it there. So when this is powered, it powers this block, which this redstone torch is connected to. And when the block that redstone torch is connected to is powered, that redstone torch turns off. And because that redstone torch turns off, this no longer has any power. So this turns off this line of redstone, which unpowers this block, which allows this thing to lock this redstone line in place as on. Whereas if we didn't have something like that, if this was like that, like we would, it wouldn't go back and forth. So that just kind of locks it in. This is a pulse turned into a constant or constantly on or constantly off output. So basically you can see, press it, turns on, press it, turns off. And so how this one works is when you press that button, powers this block, turns this thing off. This thing is no longer powered, so it unlocks this repeater. This repeater realizes that it's not being powered by this redstone line because this redstone line is off. And so it stops powering this block, which means this thing turns back on and powers this. But before this thing gets a chance to turn back on, this button is then, I guess you could say, unpressed, and it returns the signal to the redstone torch here, which turns this back on and locks this, which was in the off position after it had realized that this was off. So even though that this is powered, this thing doesn't realize that it is yet. So each time that you press it, it changes properties, and then it locks before it's able to change back. So if we maybe had a delay like that. Yes, exactly. So like if you have a shorter delay on either one of these, probably that could happen. This will just work like a regular button, but it's that 3 pulses or 4 ticks on each repeater that allows this to be, I guess, a lever press. Alright, this is an I don't know what those were for. This is easier to explain with a lever. So when levers are there, that thing gets turned off and that thing gets turned on. So this thing gets unpowered. So this is what's called an AND gate. So, wait, no, this is an OR gate. Maybe? Maybe. I'm not sure how you would do an AND gate. But this is an OR gate, so either one of these can be... oh wait, no, this is an AND gate, because both of them have to be powered to turn this signal off. So, yeah, an OR gate would maybe be... oh, an OR gate wouldn't have those up there, it would have it down there. I think that was it. And then that would connect in the middle and go out. So if either one of these, so both of them are off for the moment, but if either one of them are on and powering, then, oops, then wait, no, because this is a... oh, goodness. I got no idea. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I can't cut it out now, though. That's alright, whatever. So, I guess we can just turn that back into an AND gate. Which I guess it was a second ago. Huh. And then this is just another T flip-flop. Are those called a T flip-flop? Goodness, I'm just outing myself now. I should probably turn this off. Alrighty. What else? What else? What else? This was a coffee mug that I made. It's like you just press the button and it fills up your mug or water glass or whatever. And then the water just goes down, and I guess that would be drinking it. Oh, this is a recent build that I've been working on. So basically, I've been trying to make a 4-digit combination lock with levers, without any, like, help from the internet. So basically, what I'm stuck on right now is I've got the sequence, sort of. So I wanted to get it so that you have to do it in the right order, which the order is that, and that, which you'll see at the moment. It's supposed to come out of here, but very much does not. And so basically what's happening here is... Whoa. Okay, never mind. What is happening here is when this thing is pushed first, when this lever is pressed, it turns this thing on, it turns this signal on, which allows this to power there. Here, actually, I'll turn these off. So this thing is not able to be powered. This line is not able to be powered unless this line is pressed. Because when this line is pressed, it puts down that. So basically what I was trying to do is trying to figure out how to sort of like make it so that you have to push that one first, and if you push this one first, then you aren't able to press that one. But I'm not sure, I haven't been able to specify, or I haven't been able to figure out how to make the machine know when the button has been pressed, the first, second, or third time. And that's sort of my issue at the moment. But if I take out that, you can see that in there. Okay, see, that's... I see what's happened. So, I had the mechanism where if you pressed any of the other levers, it would turn off the thing that's supposed to be powered, I guess. So I'm not sure why that one... Oh. What? How is that powered? What? I'm so confused. Anyways, so basically, you just take that, there we go. I guess you had to do that. I don't know why. Maybe you have to do that when you're going through wool. Maybe you have to do a repeater when going through wool. I just learned that. Huh. Okay, but yeah, so that turns on only when those two are on. So you just take one of those away, and that turns. Okay, see now, this is, like, I don't understand how this is happening. Oh, it's because I unlocked that. So, wait, no, but that shouldn't be pressed down. Because that's up and not power. Oh, it's because that was magically powered somehow. I don't know. This is just, it's been confusing me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it without the help of the internet. And plus, there's so many videos out there of Java and not Bedrock, which this is Bedrock. What else can we build? While I'm thinking, might as well play this. Don't unsubscribe. If any of you can recognize that, please don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. Okay. Anything with the flying machines? No, not really. Oh yeah, one thing that I learned recently with Bedrock is that apparently Java Edition has the feature that if a piston is fired for one tick, it will spit out the block. But in Bedrock, it doesn't do that. It pulls it back. So that makes it so that flying machines have to have a regular piston right here, so that when it goes off and flies off, this regular piston is pushed away from the is able to be pushed away from the mechanism, or is able to push the mechanism away and retract. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it's strange. I wish that this had the Java mechanics of pistons, because in Java, you can have that as a sticky piston and it can go both ways. In Bedrock, the piston can only go one way, which makes redstone contraptions with flying machines very hard to make, because they're one-use kind of things, kind of like this, which I had to figure out which direction it was going to go, which ended up being that direction. But yeah, I think it was originally going to go that way, and then I accidentally destroyed it or whatever. Something happened. That's all I know. So, you know what? We can make a redstone door with no pistons. So, iron door. Watch this. This is going to be monumental. There we go. Door. Lever. No pistons. Redstone door. Let's go. Oh, that just gave me an idea. So, I follow Mumbo Jumbo. You should subscribe to him. I was not paid to say that. And he made a contraption once where if you pressed a button for one door, it would open the other. And that was kind of interesting to me. So we, I guess, can make that. Maybe that should be the last contraption. So if I switch that, since you won't be able to get into the door, we can make all the redstone contraptions we need to get behind it. Oh, shoot. Okay, so that does open the door. So what we can do is have lengthen that a bit. There we go. And on both sides. There we go. So basically what that allows for is so that when we press this button, it won't activate the door, but it can activate some redstone. So when we press that button, it activates the redstone. Good. So now we can go sort of under the door. It's probably better to use glass. There we go. So now we just gotta build over here. Ah, shoot. Oh, well, ski. We'll take care of that in a second. Just in case the redstone line just decides to die. And then we cover our tracks. This is not going to be pretty in any way, shape, or form. So just gotta get door back in there. So now, when you press this, of course it didn't work. Why did that not work? Does this have to directly power the block that? Maybe? There we go. Okay. So now, got this side done. You'd think that would open there, but nope. Opens the other side. So now we just gotta build the same thing over there, over here. So there we go, 1, and then 2, and then there we go. Redstone repeater just in case. Signal is weird. How did... You know what? We're just gonna do this a bit differently. No, we are not. Never mind. Aha. There's how we did it. Why? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Wandering treasures. There we go. This is probably going to be our last build. Alright, so now, think it open that door, but nope. Think it open that door, but nope. There we go. It opens the wrong door, and is quite annoying. Let's see, can you get through? Oof. That's close. I figured out the cheat code. There we go. That would be how you get through. Huh. Still, kind of annoying to do. Took me a minute to figure it out. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this style of video. Comment your ideas, and I will make my next, I build your silly redstone ideas. Until then, I guess just have a good day. Something like that.